Thank you, Grant. The final witnesses have been taking the stand in the Alec Murdaugh double murder trial. The former South Carolina attorney is accused of killing his wife and son back in the summer of 2021. He and his attorney say he's innocent. Our Jason Raven has the latest.
Well, state prosecutors were given a chance to push back on some of the defense testimony. They called some rebuttal witnesses and experts to the stand Tuesday morning and afternoon. One of the main points state prosecutors focused on was the fatal shotgun blast that killed Paul. Defense witnesses had told the jury Paul was killed with a contact shot, meaning the muzzle of the shotgun was in direct contact with the back of his head. Tuesday, the prosecution called on the forensic pathologist who conducted the autopsies on Paul and Maggie. She had testified earlier in the trial and said her analysis shows there were no signs that the fatal blast was a contact shot.
In my 20-plus years of experience doing autopsies and seeing contact shotgun wounds to the head, which are associated with massive gas expansion in the skull, this entire face, he would have had tears, the eyes would have been either hanging down or lost, blown out. There's no way that these features are consistent with a contact shotgun wound to the head.
The prosecution worked to poke holes in the defense's testimony in the two-shooter theory jurors heard about on Monday. They called a crime scene expert who also testified early in the trial back to the stand.
The defense agreed with the assessment that Paul stood there for a moment, bleeding down his injured left arm, and he slowly walked toward the door.
Okay, and what does the shooter do?
The shooter's coming in the door.
And then what does the shooter do?
He shoots Paul in the back of the head after he passes him.
Okay, and then shoots Paul in the back of the head like this, and where does the blood spatter go?
The blood spatter, the pellet defects, and one that I didn't know about that the expert collected was in the door frame at the top of the door.
Now I understand this is a little different than the feed room door. That's the best we can do. So what did you find odd about the theory, first of all?
I think the theory is preposterous, in my opinion.
Murdaugh's attorneys during cross-examination defended the findings their witnesses shared in court. Other witnesses called to the stand Tuesday included some of Murdaugh's former law partners to talk about Murdaugh stealing millions of dollars from clients and the law firm. Murdaugh admitted to misleading clients and lying to law partners from the witness stand last week. Jason Raven, 7 News.
Of course,